Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Probably Plays YouTube channel. Today is Friday, August 30th, and I'm back breaking down a few more plays for the MLB slate tonight. We're going to be looking at the Kansas City Royals once again, going up against the Houston Astros as the first play of the day. Then for the best play of the day, it's going to be a match between the Chicago Cubs going up against my Washington Nationals. Couple more player props tonight, two best player props being towards the end of the video. Hope everybody enjoys their Friday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's get into some plays. Actually, let's get into the recap for Thursday night. Brain is a little bit fried. Asking me to watch baseball, sure. Asking me to watch football and baseball, body's not in shape yet. Body is not in shape yet. Astros first five, minus -0.5 against the Royals. Took all 5 innings. John Singleton, double in the bottom of the 5th. Runner on first already. Just needed 1 run to get across. Got 2 across, so we did catch that one. Riley Green over 1.5 base. I told you, needed to get it done against the right-hander. Once they went to the lefty in the bullpen, he had no chance, so that one was a bad pick there. Hayden Birdsong over 2.5 runs, gave up a lot of walks, gave up, I believe, 6 runs in this game, might have been 5, going up against the Brewers, a winner there. Padres money line, Sonny Gray, pretty good day on the mound for the Cardinals. Padres lose outright. Manny Machado did not record a hit. I think the Cardinals only gave up 2 or 3 hits in that game total. And then the big guy, Yordan Alvarez, couple singles in the game, going up against the Royals. So an overall 3-3 day. Overall on the best bets, 2-1. 1 on the game pick, 1-1 the player props, 57-41 since the All-Star break. Let's try to get a sweep for Friday. Feeling good going into the weekend here. Let's take a look at the Kansas City Royals going up against the Houston Astros. It's been some good baseball we've been watching over the last couple games. The Royals having that series against the Guardians. They took 2 of the 3 games there. That one they needed the last game to keep pace with the Guardians. The Astros, they've been playing some pretty good baseball as well over the last couple games, but I'm going to take the Royals here in this game on the money line. I've got a lot of confidence in the young man named Seth Lugo on the other side for the Royals. Seth Lugo this season has been up and down for the Royals, coming in with a 3.19 ERA and a 1.12 whip. Still really good numbers in the season. Over the last 4 games, he has given up 4+ runs in 3 of those 4. He had a bounce-back start against the Angels a couple games ago where he gave up 2 runs, but if you watch the game, he was 1 pitch away from giving up no runs in that one. In this game going up against the Astros, I do think he's going to be able to have a good game against the Astros. They didn't hit well yesterday going up against the Royals and Brady Singer. I think they only scored 2 runs before the bullpen came in for the Royals, and the Royals bullpen's been horrible this season. The Royals, they also didn't hit well going up against the Astros, but Hunter Brown for the Astros, he's been a superstar over the last month or so. So the Royals, not too worried about the bats. I think they're going to find them in this game. It's going to be a little bit tough test for them going up against Framber Valdez. He was the ace. Now I really think it's Hunter Brown for them. He's coming into this one with a 3.27 ERA, 1.14 whip, and he's coming off a pretty bad game against the Orioles, giving up 6 hits on 3 runs. It does look like the Royals aren't going to be able to win this game against the Astros on Thursday night. It was 3-2, now 6-3. So I'm going to take the trends here for the Royals and take them off of a loss. The Kansas City Royals are fighting and clawing to get their way back at the top of the division. They had it against the Guardians, lost it in that last game of the series, lost it against the Astros here again. I think they're going to bounce back here. Give me them on the money line as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we're going with Bobby Hitt Jr. over 1.5 base against Valdez. I said this on the member side about Bobby. Every single time I take this guy, I feel like he has to cash because he's been so good on the season. But then I look at myself and I'm like, you can't have this guy cash every single time. It's hard in the major leagues. This is the Major League Baseball. Doing what he's doing over the last several months is not an easy task. So I'm just going to ask him very nicely, very calmly, no pressure on the kid. Over 1.5 bases here, all I'm asking for. This is going to be a left-handed match for him. He is hitting the best in baseball against left-handed pitching. 356 batting average, 15 extra base hits, only 104 at-bats. He's special. He's the MVP. Give him here over 1.5 bases as the play. For the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the Chicago Cubs going up against my Washington Nationals. I talk about talking to myself in the mirror a lot, and especially when it comes to the Washington Nationals team. I've had a lot of conversations in the morning with myself. It turns out that one of my heroes in the major leagues this season, and Jake Irvin, might not be as good as I thought he was. Very early this season, he had a stretch of multiple games, giving up 1 run or less, but he has slowly and surely started to become one of the worst starting pitchers over the last month and a half. He has now given up 2+ runs in 9 consecutive games, giving up 4+ runs in 5 of those 9 games, and we can't win a game whenever he's been on the mound. Give me the Cubs here on the run line, minus 1.5, who all of a sudden have decided to play baseball on both sides, the offensive side, for the first time all season long. I thought I was dreaming when I saw this score for the Cubs, 14-10 against Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates the other day. Most of the damage was against the Pirates bullpen, but they did do some damage going up against Paul Skeens. If we're doing that against him, imagine what we can do against Jake Irvin in this game. And whenever I looked a little deeper for the Cubs, this team scored 14+ runs in 3 of the last 6 games. 3 of the last 6 games, 14+ runs. 9+ runs in 5 of the last 7. What is in the water at Wrigley Field right now? All of a sudden, the Cubs, they can hit the baseball. It's kind of like when Happy Gilmore learned how to putt, because now they can do it on both sides of the ball. The pitching's never been a problem. They're going to have their best arm in the round on this game. Shota Amanaga, who is a rookie, coming in with a 3.08 ERA, 1.06 whip. He has given up 2 runs or less in 7 of the last 10 games that he's been in. And typically, what we see out of this guy, 6+ innings of work, under 2 runs every single time. Give me the big swinging Cubs here, minus 1.5 with the run line as the play. For the player props on the screen, we're going to go with Ian Happ, the switch hitting leadoff man for the Cubs, to go over 1.5 base against Jake Irvin on the Nats. I've already talked a little bit about Jake, but just a little bit more here. He's given up 5+ hits in 8 of the last 9 games. That's exactly what we're looking for in this one. A guy who gives up a lot of base hits to opposing teams. Jake is also a right-handed pitcher this season. And whenever it comes to power, Ian Happ has crushed right-handed pitching. 16 home runs, 27 doubles, 1 triple, 44 extra base on the year. I love his chances in this game against Jake. Give me his over 1.5 bags as the play there. Let's go over to the best batting prop of the day. We're going to be looking at the Orioles here. Adley Rutschman for the Orioles go over 1.5 base against the Rockies. I know a lot of people don't like this guy, and mainly because he doesn't have a lot of extra base hits, but I think he's really in a good spot for this game to collect one of those extra base hits today. This is going to be a matchup going up against the Rockies in Colorado. Everything does travel a little bit farther there. And he's going to be going up against Austin Gomber, who has really been bad over the last several games for the Rockies. He has now given up 4+ runs in 5 of the last 9 games that he's been in, and he's given up at least 5 hits in 9 of those last 10 games. He's coming in with a 4.70 ERA and a 1.29 whip. And the most important thing for this one is that he's coming in as a left-handed pitcher. I always talk about Austin, and whenever I do, I usually say it's not his fault for being so bad, because if he's on any other team where the bullpen wasn't horrible, he probably wouldn't have to go a lot longer in these games. A lot of times he has a decent outing, but they just let him go past the 5th inning and 6th inning. Then everything falls apart because he's on the Rockies. It is important that we are getting a left-handed pitcher here, though, because Adley on the season is a 342 batting average against left-handed pitching, and we're going to see the fastball and the curveball 65% of the time in this game. This is the 2 best pitches that he hits on the year. I love Adley here, over 1.5 bases as the play. For the best pitching prop tonight, we're going to be looking at the New York Yankees. I'm taking Marcus Stroman here, over 2.5 runs going up against the Redbirds. The Cardinals this season, they've been very frustrating whenever you're trying to pick some player props or just take them in some of these games because they've been so inconsistent. This season, they have been pretty good against right-handed pitching, coming in with a 253 batting average. And they're also top 6 this season in the MLB at hitting against right-handed pitching. I like them in this game because we're not going to see the fastball, and that's the one pitch that this team has struggled to hit all season long. We're going to see a heavy dose of the sinker and the cutter, and this team has actually been pretty good going up against the Heat, just not the fastball this season. They have also been hitting pretty well over the last couple of weeks, so I do think they're coming into this one in pretty good form. We should see Marcus Stroman struggle in this one. Marcus, he's coming off a tough start going up against the Rockies, giving up 3 runs in that game, going just 5 innings. He has been up and down this season, coming in with a 3.88 ERA and a 1.39 whip. I just think with the way the Cardinals have been hitting the ball recently and how they've been hitting against right-handed pitching, not getting the fastball in this game as well, they're going to find a way to put up some runs. Give me Marcus Stroman here to struggle, over 2.5 runs as the play. Let's go over to the home run and the ladder parlays and challenge here. Day 1 for the ladder, haven't hit a home run parlay. Looking to do both here. Get a step up on the ladder, hit a home run parlay. For the home run parlay today, a little bit something different here. 3 plays. Anthony Santander, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. I was going to take Anthony as my best player prop of the day, but I decided to take Adley instead, just because I'm going to look for base hits in that game, not looking for a lot of power. If I wanted power, I would take Anthony Santander to hit a home run, but that's what I'm going to do here, going up against Austin Gomber. This one might be like plus 250. That's why we're going to have 3 today, because I like my chances in Colorado. He's been one of the best home run hitters for the Orioles all season long. And for the other 2, self-explanatory here. Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, both getting a matchup going up against right-handed pitcher and Eric Fetty. Believe that's how you pronounce his last name, Fetty or Fetty. He came over from the White Sox. Now he's on the Cardinals. He does have a little bit of a home run problem this season. 14 home runs given up in the season, 5 home runs given up over the last 5 games. Both these guys going up against right-handed pitching, they've been some of the best players in baseball. So like the dynamic duo here with Anthony Santander to hit us some home runs in that parlay there. Let's go over to the ladder challenge. We're going to take Aaron Judge and Soto, both to collect a hit going up against Eric. I think that's a really good match for both those guys. Both those guys against right-handed pitching have been 2 of the best players in baseball. I'm assuming that one's going to be like minus 400, and I really need to start trying to take these at minus 400 because the last couple days we've had it like plus 188 with a 3-man ladder. That needs to be like a plus 100 on a plus 188. And the other play is going to be Adley Rutschman. I already broke him down. We're going to take him going up against Austin Gomber. This will probably be the last day on just MLB for the ladder because we've got college football. We've got NFL starting soon, so I'll probably mix and match. But we are going to keep the ladder going on the MLB side. Just probably won't be all MLB. But let's take a look at the graphic for tomorrow. We are going to be looking at the Royals on the money line going up against the Houston Astros. We got Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 base against the Astros. Ian Happ over 1.5 bases against Jake Irvin and the Nats. Cubbies run line minus 1.5 against the Nats. Marcus Stroman under 2 point should be over. Marcus Stroman over 2.5 runs going up against the Cardinals. Cardinals really good against right-handed pitching. Adley Rutschman over 1.5 bases going up against the Rockies. Play that up to over 2.5 in Colorado. Might get a kind of a stinky line on that one. So I'll play over 2.5 as that one there. Guys, it's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Friday, August 30th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.